Welcome to the paradox perspective. A huge majority of people fail their resolutions that they set for the new year. Sometimes it can feel like our behaviors are just too habitual to control, but it is possible to shape behavior to a surprising degree with just one simple tool: positive reinforcement. Positive reinforcement is a kind of operant conditioning, as defined by the psychologist B.F. Skinner, but we'll save the psychology lesson for the end of the video. There are 3 simple steps that you can take in order to use positive reinforcement to help you achieve your goals. First, pick a goal. If it is something more abstract, break it down into specific actions you can take. For example, if you want to lose weight, you can go to the gym, or eat less sugary food, or take stairs instead of elevators. If you want to get smarter, you can read more, learn a new vocabulary word every day, or play logic puzzles. If you want more money, you can work more hours, spend less, save more, or sell your things. This list could go on forever, but you get the point. Break your goal down into specific, actionable items. Second, find what rewards you. This could be anything, like chocolate or caffeine. These rewards should preferably be simple, immediate, and small. Even things as easy as self-praise can be surprisingly effective. Most of us don't realize what a powerful influence our own thoughts and words have on our actions. It may seem silly, but simply telling yourself, "good job," or "I'm awesome," can be an effective reward. If possible, focus on the natural rewards that many things have inherently associated with them, like the runner's high that you can get from exercising, or the satisfaction of seeing interest accruing in your bank account. Third, combine parts 1 and 2. Take a specific actionable item and do it. Then immediately reward yourself for doing it. It's very important that the reward comes right away. Don't wait till later to reward yourself. For example, if you worked extra hours on Monday, don't reward yourself by waiting to go out on Friday. It is also very important that the reward is a reasonable size. If you're using chocolate to get yourself into the gym, make sure you're only eating very small pieces. Finally, don't get discouraged if the results aren't immediate. Most of our behaviors are deeply entrenched and will be difficult to change. Every time you save money or lift a weight, tell yourself, "great job," and eventually you'll find that you won't need to reward yourself at all. If these steps don't work, break down the goal even more. If you can't seem to work out, reward yourself for just walking into the gym. Eventually, you'll feel good enough about going that you may even try and lift a weight or 2. And when you do, be prepared to reward yourself for that. Try these steps out on something simple, and you'll be amazed at how well they work. Then you can start applying them to literally everything in your life. In addition to positive reinforcement, B.F. Skinner also defined 3 other types of operant conditioning. Whereas positive reinforcement adds a stimulus to increase the likelihood of behavior, there is also negative reinforcement, in which a behavior increases in probability because of the removal of a stimulus. For example, when you hit the snooze button on your alarm clock, the removal of the annoying alarm will make you more likely to hit the snooze button again in the future. On the opposite side of reinforcement, there is positive and negative punishment. These 2 are much more familiar, and they are the names for the addition and removal of a stimulus that decreases the probability of a behavior. For example, positive punishment is when you spank or yell at a child for bad behavior, while negative punishment is when you take away their toys instead. But it's easy to get confused, because sometimes spanking and yelling can actually reward a child with attention and increase the probability that their bad behavior will occur in the future. In this case, when we actually meant to punish, we can end up positively reinforcing. These tools are very useful in combination with one another. However, positive reinforcement is often claimed to be the most powerful of the 4. And although neuroscientific evidence suggests that positive punishment becomes more salient than positive feedback after the age of 12, it is also well established that the initial stages of drug addiction and relapse are mediated by positive reinforcement, so it clearly has a lot of control over our behavior. And I personally have found that positive reinforcement can be a very effective and simple method of conditioning if you're willing to put in a little effort and have a little patience. So try out the simple steps outlined in this video before you get more complicated. Leave a comment below about what your actionable goals look like and how you plan to reward yourself for them. And thanks for watching The Paradox Perspective.